Hey guys, it's Zena. Welcome back to my channel. It's per title of this video. This is the second episode of my new series, With Love from Ina. So, our topic for this video is responsibility and acceptance. They go together. You might think they don't, but they actually do. It's one thing to be responsible, but it's also another thing to be accepting. Put them together. But what if you got bippity boppity boo? So, what's up? You're probably asking yourself, how on earth can you put these two together? Fun fact, these actually both go together. And if you want to include change, it also goes together. They go together. Like Ramalam Kadinki. Dong. Sorry, more serious. I'm pretty sure you've been presented with the whole red pill, blue pill situation because these are hard to swallow pills, and sometimes you or myself or any one of us don't want to accept the reality of the situation, especially if at most we are the ones responsible for the fact that we are even in this whole predicament, that we are the reason why this whole situation happened. Let me make it just a little tad simpler. Let's use work as an example. So let's say in your previous jobs, you've always been fired because you were always late. And now here you are applying for a new job because you want to make a good income. You want to help provide for your family. You want to provide for yourself. So you take a seat back, think about it. What can I do to not be fired in this job? So that whole situation right there kind of shows how you were taking responsibility since you've accepted the fact that you were always late. So before that, let's cut back to that later. Now usually, like I said earlier, not a lot of us like to accept the fact that we are the reason why these specific things are happening because we don't want to be in that situation. No one wants to be in that situation. I don't like being in that situation either. But then, like I said, you're usually the one who caused it. So in turn, like I said, you're always late for work and then you start blaming other things.
Oh, the traffic. Oh, my kid forgot their lunchbox. Oh, my mom asked me to get this for me. Oh, I have to go back to the house because I forgot something.
Things like that. And of course, these are things we can't control. Absolutely not. You know, things will always pop up in the way that will kind of give you this whole the Lord is testing me vibe or the universe is giving me a hard time type of thing. And it's crazy. I know. I get it. I go through those things too. The sister can relate. Think of it this way. You will always have a choice on how you accept the gravity of the situation. So again, oh, I'm always late. But I always get fired because I'm late. What if I go to work earlier? Maybe I won't get fired. You know, that's the first step. That's the dipping your toes into the water. Now, once you accept it, then in turn kind of opens up another choice, whether to see it as an opportunity or a threat. Now, the opportunity is, hey, maybe I should leave the house earlier. That's an idea, you know? And then if you see it as a threat, they're like, oh, but I'm sleepy. I might like crash the car if I'm sleepy. Excuses. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You see, that's seeing it as a threat because you haven't even done it. You know, don't knock it till you try it type of thing. You haven't even done it yet, but you're already kind of avoiding it. You're avoiding the situation because you're seeing it as a threat. And that in turn, the whole predicament just kind of beats you at your own game. And I'm pretty sure none of us like that. So what about if you view it as an opportunity? So once you view it as an opportunity, that in turn, you accepted it as an opportunity. Now you're kind of being catapulted in this whole responsible mode, as I like to call it. So now, oh, hey, okay, I'm gonna be responsible for it. So this whole little inkling, this whole light bulb moment kind of gives you more solutions, more possibilities, more opportunities on how you could go earlier for work. So going back to my example, maybe I should go earlier for work because I don't want to get fired from this job. So that's like number one probably from the whole list, that there is something that in that list, but then it'll always be a ripple effect. So once you decide, hey, I'm gonna, let's put it here, I'm gonna leave early for work. Okay, bullet point number one, finish everything before the day ends so that I don't have to worry about anything when I get home. Number two, okay, maybe I should prepare everything the night before, you know, prepping everything, not only your things but everyone else's that you're probably living with. But if you're living alone, prepare your things the night before. Okay, number three, maybe I should double check everything before I go to bed so that I don't have to go back if in case I forget anything. Check that if on the way home you could get that one thing that your mom is wanting you to get. So that's probably like number 4, number 3. I don't know. I lost track. I'm sorry. Next bullet point is I'm gonna sleep earlier tonight. I'm gonna sleep earlier so that I can find another way to work that will probably bring me faster. So next day comes. This is your first day. Imagine it's your first day. Ooh, I don't want to be late for work. You wake up early, get your things, double check everything you have to leave at home, you leave at home, and then you zoom for that work, and you get there either on time or even earlier, which is actually a really good thing. Well, I don't know, I like being early, but then that in turn kind of gives you an opportunity to do something in between. Maybe you could stop by at a cafe, or you could stop by somewhere to get breakfast, or you can do some last minute things on your laptop if you have any presentations for that day. So it does pay to be early. That's another topic for another day. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's go back to the example. So now that you left the house early, you became responsible for the fact that, oh, I don't want to be fired, so I'm going to be early, or I'm going to be a responsible person and take action because you have to realize that it's really for your future. And like I said earlier about the whole ripple effect thing, people will start to notice that as well, not just you. Others will start to notice that. Other things will start to take into effect. That maybe this time that you're early, you get to know your office mates more. You get to know the guy who brings your mail or something. I don't know. So let's make it a little simpler. The moment you start to notice that something or things aren't going well for you, and it happens over and over again, and you're stuck in this whole loop, that's when you have to accept that something needs to change. And that acceptance alone is a step to becoming a responsible person. And you're not being responsible just for yourself, but you're being responsible for what happens after, or for what follows it. Because like I said, it's a whole ripple effect. These choices that you make will always affect something else in the future. Always remember that, by the way. I think that's how I can explain responsibility and acceptance together. I think I'm gonna end it here. If you guys have anything to ask, or if you guys just want to share something or say anything, put them down in the comments below over there. Or if you want to talk to me personally, all my links will be in the description box down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember that you are always worthy and loved.